Hello, everybody. Scott Garcia, National Marketing Director, Integrated Trust Systems. Thank you for joining me on this session. Today's session is called The Process. What is the process of getting somebody from the seminar when they get to the office? Once they get to the office, once they say, yeah, here's my credit card, you've enrolled them. What is the process? Let's go through this because there might be a little confusion that we can straighten out. I'm going to share my screen as always. Click here, go here, and bring this document up. Okay, the process. After an event, the advisor or agent, you, or other professional calls to confirm the appointment. We have a tape on how to confirm the appointment, how to set the appointment. Once they come in for the intake interview, this is a very important step. This is when the client becomes a prospect and now a client. Done correctly, this should result in 70% of the prospects becoming a client. That's been our average last 9 years, 70%. 10 people come in, 7 will become a client. The other 30%, procrastination, whatever. Don't worry about it. Just shoot for 70%. You need to watch the videos and practice on how to perform the step. We do have great videos on how to do the intake interview. It's very easy to do. It's not complicated. It's just a process. It's almost so simple. It's embarrassing, but you need to make sure you cover all the steps. Again, the most important thing in the intake interview, in my opinion, is making sure people understand they've got exposures. You've got to get their emotional level up to the point where they were at the seminar. They have all these problems. Then it'll make it easier for you. So spend time on the problem, not really the solution, which is our platform. Okay. Just say what I say when I say it, how I say it, you should probably be okay. But the intake interview is fun to do. Just be consistent. And as I said before, and I said this many times, every intake interview I do is exactly the same. It's almost boring. I almost get tired of doing them. It's exactly the same. Whether the person comes in, they're worth $10 million, they have 32 questions, or somebody comes in worth 200,000, they've got one question. It's the same. If they ask a question, that's a great question. I'll probably cover it in the interview, but if I don't, let me know at the end. That's it. Okay. Anyway, number two, your team takes over. Once they're enrolled, the cool thing about our platform, everybody, and you know this, or you should know this, I would ask this question. How much do you think it would cost to hire a funding specialist? Somebody to fund all your trusts? I don't know, 50,000 a year? You're gonna do a good job. 1,000 a week? How much would it cost you to hire an attorney to do your, I don't know, 200,000 a year? How much would it cost you to have a specific trust directives person who's going to talk to your client about their house distribution, property distribution, how to set up their IRA distribution? I don't know, maybe another 50,000 a year, 300,000. So you provide that all for you guys. You have to pay anybody that. Okay, so it's pretty exciting. Our platform is set up that way. Step two, once you enroll somebody, you will set up your new client using the Notepad Center with the funding specialist, Caroline Nam, or one of her team members, 7 days out from when the client promised you when they will get you copies of their important documents. It just happens to be today is June 22nd. I'm here on a Saturday making this recording. If I sit down with a couple today and they move forward and I go to the Notepad Center to enroll them, I'm going to say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, it's Saturday. Do you think you can get me these important copies to me that I went over with you? The legal description of your property, timeshare information, first page, your checking, savings, money market account, your card titles, your brokerage account, whether it's non-qualified or qualified, we need all the pages of that, life insurance and annuities. Can you get all that to me by Wednesday? If they say yes, I'm going to go 7 days after Wednesday and set up this appointment. So today's June 22nd. I believe Wednesday was probably be the 26th. I'll set up the appointment for a week after the 26th, which I think is July 3rd. I'm going to set it 7 days after they promise me they can get it to me. If they say, no, Scott, we're going out of town. In fact, we'll be back July 8th, then I'm going to set this appointment for July 15th. I'm going to make sure it's 7 days out so the funding team can get everything in there and it's going to be a good experience for the client. Now, if the client calls me on the 6th of July and says, Scott, we can't make our July 8th appointment. We've been delayed. I need to reschedule it. I'm going to say, fantastic. I'll have our team call you. And I email Caroline at Integrated Trust System and say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones have to reschedule their July 15th appointment because they're going to bring it to me. They're going to bring it to me on the 8th. I set the appointment for the 15th. Please give them a call. They need to reschedule their funding appointment, which was on July 15th. Caroline will handle it. It's done. I'm done. Don't you reschedule the appointment. Don't go to the county link and schedule it. Reschedule. It'll mess everything up. Okay. We have an order to go through because Caroline's going to do the funding. Then she's going to let Jennifer Joel know the next step. Example, you roll a client today, the 5th of March, the 5th of the month, I should say. Client tells you they will bring in their important documents listed in the next steps letter, the intake packet in 5 days on the 10th of March, or the 10th of the month. You should schedule that appointment with them on the 17th of the month, 7 days later, through the Notepad Center. Review how to enroll somebody in the platform. Again, you guys should have that piece of paper. It's on tape. Just review that. Caroline's team will do the intake call, then get the trust funded as long as you provide the client's copies of the needed documents 7 days before the scheduled call. This is important, people, everybody, because you want to make sure the client has a good experience. See, the smoother the process is for everybody, the client's going to come in step 5, say, this was the easiest thing. Everybody was so nice. And then when you ask for the 10 referrals, they give you referrals because everything was smooth. So do yourself a favor, do a good job up front, making sure this is all correctly scheduled. You'll have no problem. The team is awesome. Caroline's team, Jennifer's team, Ed, the attorneys, Jennifer, everybody does a great job. She will also set up Jennifer Joel in step 3. So once you set up step 2, the funding, Caroline sets up step 3. You don't got to worry about it. Step 3 for the specific directives call, where the client tells us any special distribution of property wishes and retirement account distribution over time if desired. Jennifer Jolin's team will then take the step and set up the attorney review with the network attorney. That's step 4. So you're not involved in 3 or 4 at all. You're not involved in 2, 3, or 4, I should say. 2, 3, or 4, you're not even involved. Just set up 2 and then go about your business. You as the advisor need not be involved with any of these steps. However, you will get an email notepad message from ITS as these tasks are being completed. So you'll be able to take control. You'll be able to take note of what's going on. You're responsible to call the client and get the funding documents copies only. If the client puts Caroline off or doesn't respond to her calls, that's your job as the advisor. Get the copies, email them to you or Caroline, send them, tell this client to send them by mail to you, mail them to Caroline, email them, whatever you got to do. Drop them off at the office. That's your job to get the documents. Typically, oops, I went too far. Sorry about that. Typically, the process would be done for several weeks if the client had paid a traditional attorney. Remember this, guys, one of the cool things about our platform is the funding process, although it's typically time consuming, it wouldn't be done for weeks or months. We can fund that thing in an hour once they give us their documents. So we can do it real quickly. Remind the client of that. You know, when they come in for step 5 in my office, I say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, we're only 4 weeks into this. Your trust was funded 3 weeks ago. If we did a traditional trust, your trust wouldn't be funded by today. We're doing the review today. It probably wouldn't be funded by today. Do you see the benefit of our platform? Yes. All your friends should know about this. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, great. Because I'm going to ask you for 10 names before we're done of people I can invite to my next seminar. I'm setting them up, guys. We need to, everybody needs to know about this, not because we're going to sell something. We need to expose and educate the United States American public. The client wishes if the client's wishes and IRA distribution plan will be immediately completed with Jennifer Jolin's call. This language is not only viewable by the client immediately when Jennifer's on the phone with them, but they can change it anytime they want to, as often as they want in real time. That's awesome. You can't do that with a book. Somebody tells the attorney when their IRA to distribute over 10 years and they change their mind, they can't change it from their kitchen table. They can change ours from their kitchen table. Do you guys understand what you have? Hopefully you do. Unlimited changes for the entire year, $95 once per year, not per change, not monthly, once per year, 100% client control. I hope you guys get up every morning and realize what you can help the American public with. People don't know this stuff. You have this. Thank goodness you do. Go make some changes in people's lives. Change your career. Zig Ziglar said, you can get anything you want in life. You get to help enough other people get what they want. People want this. They just don't know it yet because they're not educated. You help a lot of people get this done, I guarantee you're going to get anything you want in life too. Book trust, client has no control. Make sure people understand that. Step 5, final funding is the next process. Now remember, you enrolled somebody in the trust platform. You set up step 2. You didn't do anything after that. Step 5, when you get that notice that the attorney review is over, that's your cue to call the client. Watch the tape, how to set up the appointment, okay? Step 5 is where we review the client counsel, the trust, and all the benefits it provides. We make sure the client completed their medical directives in step 5. We hand out their medical cards, show the client how to lock us out of the client account, and tell them to change their password when they get home. We notarize their important documents. and transition to financial planning or insurance need appointment. All those things are done in step 5. Watch the tape. It's all there for you, exactly how to do it. There's also a tape called How to Transition from Step 5 to Step 6, the insurance or financial appointment. I think I've given you guys 11 ideas on how to do that. So that shouldn't be a problem. The following are important benefits that are not usually provided by a traditional trust book. Many of these benefits are not possible in a traditional trust book. You want to bring these up in this step 5 interview because you're going to ask for referrals. Mr. and Mrs. Jones, isn't it great? You can change anything you want anytime you want. Yeah. Your friends would probably want to know that, wouldn't they? Yeah. Okay, good. We're going to talk to you about that. Notepad Center. Even if you need help, you can go to the Notepad, get help. Everything's time and date stamp. Isn't that $95 a year unlimited? Postscript page, your burial wishes, love letters, all this stuff you can do and change whenever you want to. The eVault Center, asset list, your electronic file, you leave videos to your kids and family and grandkids. Can't do that on a book last time I checked. Isn't this great? Aren't you guys excited to have this? Your medical ID card could save your life. Here's the cards. We gave them to you today. You guys got to pump people up about this. This is exciting. They realize all this, then you can say, wouldn't all your friends want to at least know about this? I'm not saying they need an estate plan. I'm not even saying they should buy anything. I'm saying, wouldn't your friends want to know about this? Great. All we want to do is educate them. I'm going to send them a letter explaining to them why we need to talk, or give them a phone call or invite them to the next seminar. Can you give me 10 names? If you ask for 10, you'll get 5 or 3. If you ask for 3, you'll get 0. Okay? After the review is completed, we then notarize important documents for the clients. It's suggested the advisor agent be a notary or have a notary available. Remember, on the last will and testament, you got to have witnesses, 2 uninterested witnesses. Make sure you have those people available. If they can't do the notary in your office or you don't have a witness, have the people go get the stuff notarized with the witness. Tell them you need a copy of everything that got notarized because we're going to upload it in their document. If they're going to go get the notary somewhere else, get copies. Tell them they got to bring you the copies because we have to upload it in their documents. So if they ever need a copy, it's there. Then we have asset discovery during the process. Remember, when you're all done with everything, then you transition to step 6. I think I've given you guys 11 different ways to transition from 5 to 6. Please watch that video. You don't know all 11, but there's 2 or 3 you probably can pick out. You can feel free to use whatever system you are using to sell financial products you sell. The great news is you have full discovery of assets. So with that being said, hopefully this session was helpful for you, the process. Okay? Any questions? Again, my name is Scott Garcia, National Marketing Director, Integrated Trust Systems. Please feel free to give me a call, 314-580-0524. Get excited, guys. Go help somebody. They need your help. We got 230 probate cases open every state and every day. Let's go help some people. You got the greatest tool in the world. Don't sit around. Go see some people. 314-580-0524. Have a great day.